did Anna Karenina come to happen in this situation?
Well, I had met Gina J, who's a casting director in London, who had seen my first film, Pure, which was a tiny Swedish independent film, but that went on quite a big journey to festivals and won quite many awards. And she told Joe to look it out and said that that we should meet. So I went to London and had lunch with him in the beginning of last year. And then, it was a while. He had his first child, and I went and did this film in between. And then I got the part last summer.
So that must have been a good day when you got that phone call.
Yeah, I remember I walked by myself in New York, and then I got a phone call from Joe. He was like, "Hi, it's Joe. I wonder, can you please do a favor for me and play Kitty?" And I was like, "Okay, I'll do that." And then I did a little dance by myself, I guess, on the streets.
So, but then you must have faced up to, but you do speak English well. You must not have been that. This must have been less difficult in some ways than having to learn Danish.
Yeah, it was. But then, of course, for me to I do have more of an American accent than a British one, or I did have that before, and so it was still a big challenge for me to try and then learn. Not first of all speak my native, but then do an accent on top of that. So it was quite challenging.
Do people read Anna Karenina in Sweden? Is that a book everybody reads?
It's a classic. Of course we're going to read Tolstoy. I read the book when I was 16 the first time.
So you knew the story, you knew the part, you knew who you were playing.
Yeah. So it was great. When I met Joe the first time, we were able to sit down and talk about the book. So.
And what was your biggest challenge in that role? What do you think was the most difficult thing for you besides the language?
It was, what I liked is that it's not the main story, but it still has, big. She does have her own journey, really, and then it was a challenge to actually show that in still quite few scenes. So we had to, together with Joe, tried to break it down, and then also to make her really, I had to play younger, I had to play young and naive, and, to find ways of, pitching my voice or use my body language in another way, and, kind of get more grounded and in the end, and, to share that journey in quite a few things was probably the biggest challenge.
And you have a romance too in this movie.
Yeah.
And it's a good story. It is quite a bit of meaty material. It's not just a little part.
No, it's not. It's more of a counterpart to their story. So we do have our own little journey together.
No, and what did you think of all the costumes and the sets and
it was amazing. When I got the part, we were going to do this very much more classic, adaptation of the novel. We're going to go to Russia and shoot it there, and then suddenly I was on this workshop with Lobby, the choreographer, and Joe in Antwerp, and then I got a call from Joe like, "Wait, can you meet me for a coffee?" And then I came down, and he said, "Well, we're only 7 weeks to go, but we're going to do a total other film." So he just brought up his computer and showed me artwork of this theater. And he said, "Yeah, I showed it, to the studio last week, and we're building it. They start building it tomorrow." So I think every one of us, we just sat down. He tried to share his vision, but it was very, difficult at first. But then the first day I walked on set, I was just blown away. And I think it's almost the same, feeling when I watched the film the first time. The first 5 minutes are quite breathtaking, but then it's also the fact that you kind of buy that whole world and the rules very quick. And it was the same thing. And it was also the fact that, it's been many adaptations before of this novel, but it was kind of nice because it wasn't like every day was a blank page. I couldn't predict anything when I walked on set.
Yeah, that can be good.
Yeah.
And also, I felt a sense of liberation, that anything was possible, that you could break into a musical number at any moment or do something strange, and also that there was a kind of stylistic exaggeration that was possible.
Yeah.
And I talked to Keira Knightley. We talked about her costumes, and she was talking about how much they were very carefully designed to express her character.
Yeah, it was the same thing. I mean, Jacqueline, who the costume designer, she also she made many of the dresses along the way. So we had, you know, like you do when you do your character work in making a film, you kind of, it's like pillars. With every scene, you kind of get more of a picture of what you're actually doing. And it was the same thing. She could kind of fill gaps with her costumes. You had done scenes, and suddenly you're like, this is what you want to, I could tell her that, you know, in the beginning I wanted to look even more young, and then we both decided to bring up my dresses and make them a bit shorter, so they bounced a lot, you know, to exaggerate the fact that she's very young and naive and just all over the place, you know. So, no, that was great.
And then you grow up and become a little more sophisticated as you go. So had you come to Los Angeles before this? Have you been here a lot?
No, I haven't been there a lot. I was flown over the first time 2 years ago for a screen test, and that was my first experience.
For something you did not get?
No, but that led to the fact that I got the American film I did this year, so that was good.
That's how it works. No, you probably may not be aware of how well it's going for you in many ways.
No, it's quite nice just to focus on your work, you know. Yeah.
What are there filmmakers that you're excited about working with that you look forward to?
Yes, of course. I think when you get excited, you know, with films that you want to make, it's either a fantastic script or filmmakers, or you meet people that have visions that you want to be a part of, or actors that you admire or want to work with. So yes.
But nobody specifically that you're sort of like, I want to work with that person.
I have several. I mean, in the U.S., Terrence Malick, I would love to work with. Well, Ang Lee, but he's not American. I would love to work with Tarantino. I would love to work with Sofia Coppola. And then in Europe, I would love to work with Haneke. I would love to work with Lars von Trier. You know,
careful what you wish for.
Don't say that.
Thank you very much.